Hello, fellow nerds. Today, I'm going to make a list so I can actually print everything that needs to go on this Formbot Explorer. It's quite a bit, and I was getting a little overwhelmed. So I made a list here, and then I was like, I'm the RandoTechNerd. I should be able to make something better. So let's hop on the computer, and I'll show you what I made. And if you're going to print the Explorer, or you have another project that you have a big list, this could be really helpful for you. And it's a really simple process to make a really cool product. This is the application that I made, and I call it an application even though it's just an HTML file. Let's get it opened up, and I'll explain how I'm using it, and it's going to definitely be 100% free if you want to use it, or you can share it with anyone you want. I just think it's a nice way to be able to track what you're doing with the project. These are all the step files for the Formbot Explorer. I've actually started printing, so let's put it into print order. And let's change it to the printer that I am building, which is the IQEX. I do not need this file because my Rails came already completed. These other files I have already printed. And so now I know how much I still need to print. I have them all listed here. And the HTML file is tracking how much I've completed. If I need to put some notes somewhere, I can. So let's just say blocks installed. And I think it's a pretty nice little way to track the progress on a project. At the end of this video, I'll go into a little bit how I made this and how you can make it too. If you are interested in this, you can actually go to my Discord, and I will be sharing this file. And then you can just absolutely go download it, put it on your desktop, and use it while you're doing the build. And I actually need to add something because I want to make sure it defaults to whatever you had listed before. But as you can see, it does save those changes in your local storage. And let's just close all those out to show it actually works. And I'm going to share a little Easter egg with you. Once you're completely done with your build and with your prints and you've printed all of these step files, you can click right here and you get a little celebratory launch. Okay, RandoTechNerd here from the future. I've made a couple changes to the HTML file. Now you don't even have to download the .step files. It will download automatically from the GitHub. So if you are going to buy the Explorer and you want to get your print started right away, you can download this, select which one you'd like to use, put it by sort by print order, and you can start printing the files you need. Let me look through here and just find a good example. There is one with a note. Okay, this one. This is a great example. So this is near the end of the build. You just click download. It's going to download really quickly. You click open file, and then it's going to open in your slicer of choice. Right now I am using a fork version from Nanashi the Nameless, and it's pretty freaking awesome. I really enjoy it. So this is a good example because this is actually a clamp, and there's actually two parts in this file. So it might get, if you get a little confused from the manual, this is a little helpful aside. So if you look, you can see there's a part right there, and there's a part right there. I actually like that it's combined for simplicity, but if you're new to this, one thing that'll help is you go to objects, and then you can actually just split this part. So click split to objects, and then you can choose which object you want to be moving, and there you go. And then you just put it onto your build plate, and you can go ahead and print it. So I hope that helps, and I'm very excited to share this with everyone. And back to the regularly scheduled video. So I thought this was super awesome. Let me show you how easy it is to make it. You can make it for any project you want. All you have to do is go to, let's see if I can find it here, Gemini. And you put in the information that you want to code into an HTML file. You're going to want to use Canvas. So just type in, your prompt like, I would like a list with checkboxes, and I need it to sort this way, and I want the header to look like this. It's going to make you an HTML code. You're going to be seeing it like this, and then you're going to click over to code. You're going to Control A, and then you're going to press, you're going to do it in here, Control A, and then you're going to press Control C, copy it all. Go into your notepad. ignore all of these pop-ups, open a new document, and then you're going to press Control V to post your code. Control V, Windows V. Let's see. Oh, it didn't actually copy my code. Let's go back. Okay, Control A, Control C, Control V, and then you're going to save this as a .html. So save as. We're just going to save it on the desktop for today's purposes. Go to all file types, and we're going to say RandoTechNerd HTML rocket ship. It's not mine. It's actually the Explorer step file list. Okay, great. So we have that, and we have to make sure we put .html at the end. Save. Now we're going to go to the desktop, and we're going to see that file right here. Double click and open it, and that is the document that you created. It's the browser. It's the same file that I had open, so that's how the browser is still saving that information. And it actually looks like this updated code isn't as good as the old code, so we'll just ignore that for now. But that's how you would do it. If you needed to troubleshoot or like fix that problem, you could just go back to Gemini and repeat the process. If you want to get a cool little icon like this, all you need to do is create a shortcut to this file. So you just right click, new, shortcut, and then you browse for that file. So we look on the desktop. And where are you? There we go. Nope, not downloads. Desktop. And then we find that. Click OK. Click next, finish. And then so once you have the shortcut, you can actually make a icon file for it, because you can't make icon files for .html files. And then you just go to properties, you find that icon file that you made, and then you can make the icon, whatever icon file you created. So let's make that the transparent rocket. I could go into more detail on how to do that in another video if anyone's interested. And there you go. You have your very own Xplorer 3D print step file list that you can check off. If you don't want to go through and make anything like this, and you just want the Xplorer 3D print step file tracker, come to my Discord. Or if you don't want to join the Discord, just let me know in a comment, and I will save it in a way that you can access it easily. I don't know. I think it's a really fun way. I'm going to stop procrastinating on printing these and doing the Explorer build and get back to it. If you are interested in the Formbot Xplorer, it's an awesome 3D printer project, and you can purchase through Formbot. Let me go to the website. They were nice enough to provide me an IDEX system for the price of or an IQEX system for the price of the IDEX, and I am happy to be sharing that with everyone. I'm going to try to share as much of the build as I possibly can, but this is where you can purchase it. I will also put a link down below. The next steps in my build are actually going to be, let's actually go and look at it. There is wonderful documentation on the GitHub for the Explorer. So I've made it through the frame build, and I've made it through getting the linear rails all set up. And now I need to start. Oh, let's cancel that. We'll just look through here. So I've done the frame. Really nice and easy process. And the information where I got for the 3D printed files is from in the manual, but then also they have the step files all listed. They're all really, really nicely prepared as well. Let's keep going. And it is a really large printer. It has a 400mm build plate. I've done this part, so I've got both of my gantries going. And there's the other gantry. So now I am on this part with that Y-axis motors. And the Discord for this community is really amazing. Everybody has been super, super helpful. So I'm hoping by creating this, I kind of can at least give back to the community a little bit. I think it might help people who are newer to this, to building things like this. I would recommend, if you are new to building, there's a lot of documentation and a lot of help. It is going to be maybe a little bit more difficult if you haven't done a build before. It's not impossible, but I just want to let everyone know it is a process. I think I'm very confident that I can complete this, but it is a process. So going into it, I'd recommend before purchasing to go through and go to the GitHub, look through the step files, see how you're see if you're confident in your printing abilities, look through the assembly manual, see how much time you think this would take, and I'm very, very happy with it. I think it's really well set up. I'm enjoying the build very much, but I think it's really important that people know what they're getting into. One thing I do want to note is those rails are provided, at least the ones I got from Formbot. You don't have to assemble them, and they do come pre-greased, but you're actually going to have to put, we'll clean that off and put some lithium grease onto that rail. You're going to need to get some Loctite as well, and you're also going to be needing to do some threaded inserts. But if anyone has any questions, I'm pretty new to this, but the Discord is very, very helpful. And I just want to share this project because I think it is so amazing. Having the 4 heads, multicolors, it's just an awesome project. I really appreciate you all checking out the video. Let's see that rocket ship launch one more time. If you're into 3D printing or tech news, you're into any of that, consider subscribing. I will try to be uploading like once or twice a week. I will catch you on the next one. RandoTechNerd out. Bye, nerds. Finally, I can erase this freaking writing with my hands like a child. Stupid erase board. I don't need this. I can code. Who needs to remember? Oh, is this on? Shit.